Good morning, guys. It's football Sunday. Here we are getting ready for a day of tons of football betting, a little more poker. I got how many bets? I got a lot of football bets, so just play along with me a bit. I got a parlay right now. I think with the Buffalo Bills, Green Bay Packers, and the Chargers all the win, money line. Oh, and I got so many bets, guys. I can't remember all the time. But anyways, I got a bet with the Eagles won on Thursday, the Packers to win, the Bills to win, and the Chargers to win. And they're all big favorites, so I picked up all money lines to get 2-1. So the Bills are playing the Jets, easy win. Green Bay's playing Houston. They're coming off a loss. They're going to come back and destroy Houston. And the Chargers are facing the Jags. So those are like all guaranteed wins. So hopefully I get 2-1 in that. And then I got a couple other point spread bets, and along the way I'll tell you guys how they are, because I got so many I can't remember because how it is. But anyways, see you guys on the screen. Which jersey do I wear, guys? Well, considering I made a bet for Carolina to win against the Saints, getting 7.5 points, we're going Classic Steve Smith, guys. There we are. Steve Smith's jersey, definitely BTO. Bet theory optimal. Here we are, back at Cowboys, going for a little bit of a walk and a dib of chewing tobacco. Bit of carnage going on in there, you know. Flopped a set. Some guy with a gutter ball, fucking 9-5 gutter ball, boom. Hit it on me, lost a big pot there. Then another set, lost again. So I was down quite a bit for a little bit. And then, you know, had a Kings, 3-bet, turned, top set, they're straight in the board. River to bolt, I'm up some. What do you guys want from me? The bets are looking good right now. We're up, I think we're up three and a bit units. That parlay finally hit off. Happy about that. The Patriots busted, so there we are. How it is. There's the update. Hopefully do some more. Want to watch the baseball game. And I got some action on Sunday nighter. So hopefully the Cardinals can, hopefully the Seahawks can win. They're up by, I got the Seahawks -3.5 or -3, something like that. That's a double check. I got too many wagers. Anyways, I need the Dodgers to win after the big fuck up yesterday. Done a little session here. Not a little, it's a long ass session. 8 hours here at Cowboys. Got my dip cup like always. Session here at Cowboys, it was a rough one. It wasn't a rough one, it was okay. Won some pots, lost some pots, had a bunch of coolers, had some donks, banked a gutter ball on me, and took all my chips with 9-5 when I had a set. Okay, came back, made a little bit of a profit of $125, made up for my loss yesterday, so I'm even over 2 days. I have some hand breakdowns for you guys, see them when I get home, but yeah, my sports bets did not bad today. I was up 2 units, I'm pretty sure once I do all the math and stuff, go home. A couple heartbreakers, the Seahawks, they lost unfortunately, and you know, they were covering the whole time. A couple Russell Wilson picks, which is very uncharacteristic of them. But hey, what can you do? What can you do? Otherwise, a lot of other bets were good. You know, unfortunately, Bill Belichick lost. Had a bet on those guys too, but had some other ones. The parlay won and stuff. And Hopkins got a lot of yards, which I got a big stop at the beginning of the year. I think he's leading the league in receiving yards. So if I hit that, I'm getting plus 1,700. That's a big bet for me to win. And he got over 100 yards tonight, which is always good, adding to his season total. But yeah, there's a little fight here in the poker room at the end between a dealer and a player. Wish I would have got some of that on film, but I did not. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get more table footage and casino footage, but you know, gotta be a little sneaky about only getting kicked out or stuff like that. So I'll give you guys all the numbers and hand breakdowns when I get home. But yeah, and oh, another note, Dodgers won, so hopefully they can take that down. I win another big bet. So you gotta take the wins with the losses, right? So I'll break down some of those when I get home. But yeah, just heading home now. Not a bad day for 8 hours. You know, made $125, so broke even for the poker for the weekend. But yeah, I'll break everything down when I get home. See you guys in a bit. Alright guys, here I am back from the poker session here at Cowboys. There was blood, there was carnage, there was tears, there was a lot. But we came out on top, like I said. I can't remember if I told you on the last videos on there. Down 125 yesterday, up 125 today. But you don't care about that. You want to care about how my donkey ass got there. Well, this is how it got there. So I actually play in there with my dad. And I don't like playing at the same table with my dad. I don't take my dad's money. He doesn't take my money. So I got a table transfer, and he was actually in a pretty golden seat, like I said before. He had a couple crazy people, and he was to the left of them. That's what you always want. If you're against some good, high, wild action players, if you're to the left of them, that's always good. If you're to the right of them, there can be carnage, good or bad. But anyways, I got some hand breakdowns for you. So, first hand breakdown. Hand one. guy almost took all my net worth. No. First hand breakdown. Straddle pot on the button. So if you guys don't know about straddle pots and you're on the button, it works to the left from the button. So the button gets last to act pre-flop, which is a big advantage. So $5 straddle on the button. I am under the gun +1. There's a small blind limp, big blind limp, under the gun limp. I have pocket sixes. I would like to normally raise this hand, but with so many people in this hand, in this pot, I like to be a pussy, and I just call the $5. Folds around to the cutoff now. The cutoff limps for $5. So, and the button obviously checks his option. So what are we? What, 6 ways to the flop or something? There's a lot of fucking people in this flop. So it's about $30. At $30 in the pot. So 25 in the pot. Flop comes 8 of spades, 6 of hearts, 2 of spades. I flop middle set. I'm feeling good. Let's make some money. Checks to me. I decide to down bet, and this is probably where I fucked up the hand mostly. I only down bet to $10 into a pot of 30. Well, third side pot bet. Well, cutoff calls, button calls, and we go. And the other two, small blind, big blind fold. Turn is the 7 of diamonds. Not a very good card. Completes some straight draws. Completes a bunch of things. Actually, it doesn't complete too many. It completes a gutter ball. But if a guy had 4 or 5 of spades, or 4 or 5 is actually double gutted. So yeah, it completes 4 or 5 of spades. Checks. I'm first act. I bet 40. Cutoff goes 120. Button goes all in. I have about $150 left in my stack or something like that. I don't know the exact pot odds or whatever the hell is going on here, but I think with the set and with these definitely very loose range in the cutoff, could definitely hit 2 pair, could be ahead of that. And like Doug Polt says, you never fold sets. Well, there's only one thing I can do. I rip it all in. And I'm hoping for the board to pair, maybe. Hopefully if that guy doesn't have 2 pair and gets a better one, a deuce would be the best. Pair the deuce would be nice. And the river is a 5 of hearts. I flop over my hand knowing it's no good. Middle set, no problem, not winning this hand. But then this donk decided to play Dolly Parton. 9-5 offsuit. I wanted to cry on the inside a little. This fucking banana. And other buddy ended up turning an open ender with a flush draw. So, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? What are you going to do? Oh, sorry, he didn't have straight. He had 5-4, the smaller straight, with a flush draw. So that guy's... And he was in the straddle, so that's very understandable what he did. But anyways, so there we go. I wanted to cry on the inside a little. And I actually didn't mind the guy. He was a bit of a donk, though. I didn't like how he sat down for 2 hands, got kind of lucky, didn't believe one of my bluffs, and he fucked off with a couple $100. Because, actually, he's probably smart, because if he would have left all that money, it wouldn't stay in there, especially later on. And we'll get to that later on, alright? So that's first hand breakdown. Alright guys, before I get into the next hand breakdown, because I all know you probably don't watch me for my amazing poker playing ability, let's talk about my sports bets on Sunday. That's where I actually did not bad. Sorry to give you a little bit of the, that shitty hand news first. Let's give me some good news. It's all good news from here now, these hand breakdowns. So, we went 3-2-1 today. Not bad, not bad, not bad. We had Carolina. They lost by 3 points, 24-27. And guess what? They got 7 points. Steve Smith jersey, baby, all the way. What else do you want? Alright, now some sad news. The Pats lost by a lot, and I had to give up 2 points, no good. Green Bay covered the spread. Got them at -3.5. My parlay hit, which was kind of nervous, as you heard before, with the Jets and stuff, but the Bills came through. And Herbert just decided to throw bombs all over the place and get touchdowns, and of course I'm going to win that parlay. So I got +200 on that parlay. Also, so right now, going to the Sunday nighter, I'm up 3 units. I'm feeling pretty happy. But unfortunately, Russell Wilson thought that he was on the Arizona Cardinals, I think, and he just decided to throw all the balls, all the footballs, to their team, thinking that they were his players or something. I don't know if he had a Jameis Winston problem and is colorblind or went blind for a day, but he just kept deciding to throw the ball to the Arizona Cardinals, which is unfortunate. Which also is unfortunate. I have a bet for the Seahawks to win the division, which I hopefully they'll run away with. But losing to the Cardinals is not good. So that's how my sports bet went. But at the end of the day, I'm up 2 units still. Went 3-2-1 in the day. The one tie I had was the Browns. And if the bloody kicker could just kick the extra point, I would have been up another unit. But I got a push there, so it's better than a loss. So there we are, guys. 3-2-1 on the sports bet. This weekend I was just under, because I had to pay a little vig obviously. I was just under 4 units of winning on sports bets, so you can't complain about that. Good weekend, lots of action, lots of bets everywhere. Being up 4 units, almost 4 units, that's definitely a win. Now for the really good news, guys. Some poker hands I actually won. Unbelievable, eh? Poker hands that I won today. First hand, guy opens to 10, one caller in the cutoff. I am in the small blind, and I look up at KK Pocket Kings. That's a simple, easy 3-bet all day, every day. Get these players out of here. Let's feel good about this hand. Boom, I bump it up to 40. Normally I like to do a 3x raise, but we're going to put in $40 because, you know, let's smooth the action out of position. If I even take this pot down free, I wouldn't be too bad getting $20 right here. But the big blind makes the cold call. Everyone else folds. Here comes the flop. We have 10 of hearts, queen of clubs, 7 of clubs. Very draw heavy board, could still be ahead. I could probably check here. Maybe play some pot control. But fuck that. I think this guy's a flush draw, he's just calling. So he put my range on something pretty strong. So I decided to bet 40. A little under half a pot. Or was it 44? Yeah, about a little under half pot, 40% pot, something like that. I don't know. We'll do the math later. He calls. Turn is a king. Yahtzee. Here we go. We got top set. Here we go. King of hearts 2. Doesn't complete the flush draw. I do not have a club in my hand though. So makes this thing a little bit scary. Anyways, I decided to bet $100 with top set. And I know some draws got there, and I fucked up the hand. It was actually like 10 of hearts, jack of clubs. Jack of clubs. There we go. So it's 10 of hearts, jack of clubs, 10 of hearts, jack of clubs, 7 of clubs. So I get boom. I get top set. Boom. You know, some draws get there, obviously. The only open ender there, I block with the king. I say ace queen gets there. So ace queen's a flush draw. Could get there, obviously. But I bet. Let's build this pot up. And I'm hoping for it to pair because I'm probably just going to check call. And if he has a set or something goofy, well, good for him. You're going to take my chips. And the best card in the deck flops. 10 of clubs, baby. Pa-ping, pa-ping, pa-ping. Alright, so, boom, top boat. I got about 200 left in my stack, and I decide to actually make a small bet. Maybe make sure the clubs call. Maybe get a crying call from a straight. So, boom, I pop in $100. He thinks, he goes, oh, that's the way, and the guy starts rambling, oh, it's the worst card in his deck for me, blah, 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 blah. He goes on and on and on. Calling, talking. He calls. I say top boat. He shows. And he actually had me on the turn. He hit the gutter ball, and he banked the flush on the river. So, yeah, he was a little sour about that. He was saying, oh, can't. I mean, if that guy raises me, I'm calling all day, every day. So, I'm not going to fold the set. And I already lost losing to a set. And a hand after that guy banked that gutter ball on me with the Dolly Parton, I had a set of 8s, and I had a run out, the worst run out ever, a 4 straight on the board and a flush on the river. Didn't win that hand, obviously. So I win a big pot there, and I'm quite happy. So if I fucked up explaining it, you'll see it on this thing here. Amy, who edits this shit because I'm too dumb, will figure that out. But yeah, so I'm doing good. But I'm saving the best hand for last, guys. This one's spicy, so. And probably, you guys probably think I played it like an idiot, or I played it like a genius. I don't know. You let me know. Alright, guys, last hand. The funnest one of them all. My favorite hand of the day. And it's definitely interesting. You gotta remember, when I played this hand, I had about $600 in my stack, and the opponent had about $800. So we're playing very deep stack poker here. So we're playing 300-400 big blinds deep, which is a lot of money. Well, it's not a lot of money. It's fuck $800, $700, whatever. But it's some deep stack poker for sure. So things can get a little different in deep stack poker, obviously. Or I'm just a donk, and you guys can probably tell me I'm a donk, and we can go from there. You know, fucking, I'll be like Shrek's donkey. But anyways, so here's the hand. 3 limpers to me. I am on the button with a very, very pretty hand. Beautiful looking hand. Ace of clubs. 4 of clubs. There's a lot of limpers and some call happy guys in the blind, so I make it $15. Bit of a big open for me, obviously. I like to, no limpers, I like to open up for $7, about 3x, and with 1 limper get the $10. That's kind of my standard play. I'm not giving away any secrets. People play all the time. That's kind of how I play. Keep my bet sizes the same-ish. Like I said, there's a little more limpers. I wanted to, so there's 3 limpers, I said, and there's 3 limpers. I wanted to get that in there, right? Make sure, thin the field down in position. Small blind calls. Okay, got position on him. Now the big blind. Bum, bum, bum. He decides he wants to bump this thing up to $60. Boom, 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 boom. Brutal. Now this play I played actually he was on my table yesterday. And he 3-betted some of my opens from the big blind on the button, kind of how we were sitting. So sometimes, well, you know, and I did call because I had pocket pairs. One time I had eights, and the other time I had nines. He 3-betted my open again, and I had eights, bad flop. Obviously, the time nines, bad flop. Anyways, I didn't fold on the turn, how the hand goes. But you know, sometimes and this guy keep 3-betting your opens. You gotta put your foot down, and you gotta say, "Fuck that shit. I ain't getting bullied around." So I did call, obviously, and now you gotta remember too, we have a very deep stack. You know, tons of implied odds in this situation. Also, one of the limpers, they called, they were all in for $45. So we're going heads up. There's a side pot. There's a main pot. So we had 45. So there's a little bit less in the side. So there's 30 right now on the side, and the main pot's pretty big. So it's a good little pot we got going here. So, anyways, flop comes 4 of hearts, 6 of hearts, 4 of spades. Yahtzee! There we go. We got it. We got trips. In a very, very, I think, not narrow-ranged hand, but definitely a hand. So he makes it 75. And I decided to, with all the money in the pot and everything, I decided to bump this up to 200. A few reasons, my odds, I think, well, A, I can make this look like I have a flush draw. Maybe get a call from an overpair. Also, I'm targeting, if he has a flush draw, I'm charging that. If he has ace, king of hearts all day, he's going to call that. I'm charging maximum for the heart draw. Yeah, and he thinks he tanks. He ends up folding. Oh, I thought I was going to get him back. But no, he ends up folding. I always flop my cards over right away if I got a really good hand. Or the effective nuttish kind of hands. I got trips. I flop it over when he folds. The limper folds. Or the all-in guy mucks his hand because he thought he won. And a nice clean run out. It was a queen 7 offsuit. Or queen 7, no heart on the board. Felt pretty good about myself. And the guy's like, "Oh, I can't believe you had 4s. I thought you had overpair. And he's, I didn't think you had ace 4. I was like, well, buddy, first of all, ace 4 suited. Come on, man. Ace 5 suited, that's the new aces, man. So I'm just one behind that. But, no, ace 4 suited was definitely a hand he's surprised with. I don't know if he lost respect for me or he's like, oh, this guy, he ain't going to get pushed around. So I don't know what he thought. I thought he may have had a tighter range, but definitely a hand that had lots of good playability. And unfortunately, I didn't get a call. I didn't even know what he had. I'm actually shocked. Maybe he had ace king off. Maybe I wish I had ace king of hearts and we got it all in pre-flop and we're having a party. But yeah, I actually don't know what he had. So that's very unfortunate. I won a good amount of chips there. So yeah, like I said, end of the day, I'm up 125. You know, what else do you guys want from me? You know, that was the day at Cowboys, which was very good, very excited. Fortunately, just with the Coolidge and stuff happened yesterday, I was down 125 on Saturday and up 125 today. It's the break exactly even over 2 days. All right, guys, that's the end of the video. That's a great weekend of poker, some sports betting. Even poker, up a bit in sports betting for the weekend, can't complain. Said up about 4 units. There we are, even in poker. What do you guys want, you know? And good news, Dodgers are up right now. They won the game. They didn't mess up in the 9th inning again. So their next game is Tuesday when I work. So I have an excuse at work to not do anything, just watch the baseball game until my boss comes out and yells at me. But you know, he yells at me all the time anyways, and I just pretend I don't hear him. So no big deal. But yeah, please like and subscribe, all these things. Towards the end of these videos, I'm getting better at talking to the camera, I think, you know, becoming a good little millennial. Have a good one, guys. Like, subscribe. Peace out.